So I was a kid once, a long time ago, and either from people tricking me or from my own overactive imagination, I believed a lot of crazy things. I don't know if it was my fear of loud noises or not understanding how vacuum cleaners worked, but I used to think that the vacuum cleaner had blades on the bottom, kind of like a lawnmower. Every time someone vacuumed, I would scream and jump up on the furniture so I wouldn't lose my feet. I blame my dad for this next one, but for about the first 10 years of my life, I slept on one side of my bed. My dad had me believe that there was a portal in my closet and that if I got too close, a scary monster would grab me. So when I went to bed, I would sleep as far away from the closet as possible. Yeah, thanks a lot, Dad. 10 years. 10 years. I loved dinosaurs as a kid and I wanted them to be real, so we would go out and buy those little dinosaur in a bottle things, which were these little pellets that if you put them in water, they would turn into a big toy dinosaur. See, I thought if you left them in there long enough, they would turn into a real dinosaur, but it turns out they just get bloated and fall apart. I think she was trying to keep us from being nosy, but we stayed with my aunt a lot of the time, and we had a room upstairs that we slept in. Well, in that room, there was a door to a crawl space for storing things. She told us that if we went through that door that we could fall in between the walls and never get out. I was absolutely terrified. I slept on one side of the bed away from that door, too. This next one was probably from watching scary movies when my parents weren't looking, but I thought that they turned into zombies when we went to bed. I'm not even kidding. I used to get up every night and sneak out just to get a peek at them just to make sure that they weren't zombies. I still check every once in a while just to be safe. So you know that big moment when you go from kindergarten to first grade and at the time it's like the biggest, scariest thing ever? I was excited because I heard that we got to go to a cafeteria for lunch. See, I was thinking it was like a fancy buffet cafeteria thing where you got to pick what you wanted to eat, but it turns out that was just the name for the room, so I didn't get to eat that cool square pizza every day for lunch like I wanted. I used to think that bees stung you with electricity. Yeah, I don't know how I came up with that one. I mean, maybe it was just because it hurt really bad, really quick. Never mind that they had a big pointy thing on their butts. I had this idea that the more you did something, the better it would be. I wanted to have the cleanest hair possible, so I would mix all of the soaps and shampoos together and wash my hair with it. Yeah, my mom said I wasted like a whole month's worth of shampoo in like one bath. My bad. It also turns out it doesn't really make your hair extra clean. Instead, it just made it really greasy and sticky. But it makes a really great hair gel, turns out. I'm sure a lot of kids believe this next one, but I used to think that if you saw the first star, you could make a wish on it. But I took it farther than that. I used to make sure that I was the first person outside every night so I could wish on it. And of course, it was because I wanted my own Megazord from Power Rangers. Because what kind of 6-year-old doesn't want a giant robot? I mean, seriously. Mine's still on its way, though. Amazon said it shipped, but it hasn't made it here yet. This last one was from when I had my tonsils removed. So I had my tonsils removed when I was a kid because I was sick all the time. And I remember being hooked up to an EKG machine, you know, the thing that goes beep, beep, beep. You know, that monitors your heart rate. Well, because of the way it sounded, I thought it was a bomb. I didn't want to cause a commotion, so I didn't tell anyone about the bomb, and just waited, hoping that we would get out of the hospital before it blew up. You'll be happy to know, though, that we made it out alive, and I am a hero because you know that if I made a commotion, that would have just made the bomb tick down quicker, because that's how it works in movies. Oh yeah, I just remember this last one after I finished editing the video already. But I had to tell you about it. Anyway, I used to think that if you put Miracle Grow on your feet, that it would help you grow faster. It turns out it just makes your feet really sticky and it stains them like a bluish color. So there, you can stop putting Miracle Grow on your feet now. You're welcome.